And we're live now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a more serious video. I want to do this live because it's going to take longer than 15 minutes, and my stupid screen recorder only has a 15-minute limit. I'm going to let these guys take it away because they have more to say than I do on this topic.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess X King, you can start. I guess you can explain your side of your story.
Well, my part of the story is that, and I just want to start off saying that this is about the Mr. Goldie mishap, including the IP leak and
Yeah, push.
Tiberius, our friend, going too far. And basically, I just want to say that my side of the story is that Tiberius started talking to me. When we first started, it all started with Haley, and basically Haley told Tiberius about this, and then Tiberius started to get me and Goku involved, and then when that happened, we made rants. But we stopped 4 months ago, mind you, and it's been 4 months since my Mr.
Yes.
Goldie video. He has been dragging
Yes,
it
we did.
on for 4 months, and here's my issue. He went from going from an opinion to wanting to see him die, well, Mr. Goldie. He wanted his IP address leaked to everybody to see on Google Plus. And the worst part is that, and we'll even talk about this later on, but we found out some things about Mr. Goldie that actually shocked us to learn once we finally actually talked to the dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was going to summarize the entire situation, but I want to give Goku at least some room to at least talk about his side of everything. But ultimately, every day, Tiberius would always message me and tell me to help hack Mr. Goldie and to make his life a living hell. And I didn't want to do it because I had some morals, and he told me to cross my morals, and I told him no, I'm going to be a good person and not go that route. And I didn't do it, but we just felt like he took us under his wing and wanted us. Basically, he did peer pressure to try to get us to do what he wanted. And we were kind of he tried to blindside us into going into his hate agenda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, wait.
So if you want to go, you can
Write your name on your binder.
go next.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and explain this as thoroughly and, without stuttering or anything like that. But here's what's basically has been going on. My friend, our friend, what used to be our friend, which was named General Tiberius. Basically, what happened was that it kind of started off at around March. We were I told these guys about Mr. Goldie, about some of the situations that were going on, and I just wanted them to stop harassing some of my friends. And when that happened, when my friend General Tiberius got involved, we were just really, really shocked on how bad the situation was. Basically, me and my friends Marshall and X King just made one rant. I made one speech on Google Plus, and then we just stopped. We never really talked about anything else. I mean, I help my friends sometimes with Mr. Goldie, and I mean, I never really heard from him until our quote unquote friend started, talking about him. Right after that, a day just yesterday, not really yesterday, it was kind of today at around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I made an alt account to talk with Mr. Goldie, and he told me a lot of things that were really, really harming his life, basically. That he had a broken leg, and he also said that he had autism. He told me that he had a broken leg. It happened 2 days ago when he fell down the stairs, and he said that he had autism when he was born.
And by the way,
this is something that
I was in that call with Goku.
Yes, and this is something that was really, really, very, very darkened of our friend General Tiberius, because this was truly fucked up. Because then, when General Tiberius did reveal the IP address, we realized that, people could find that if people, we don't really know what's on Google Plus. People that are master hackers could go ahead and use the IP address to find Mr. Goldie's location, hunt him down to where he is, and then kill him.
He's defenseless.
And then,
because he's crippled and
exactly,
he has a broken leg and he's autistic, so he'll have a hard time understanding the situation, so they were to break into his house. And our real concern here was that General Tiberius was completely heartless and basically didn't think about the ramifications. Like, not only can you get 10 to 25 years in prison and a $10,000 fine, but we also did not want to wish death upon Goldie at all. All we wanted to do was explain to him what he's doing wrong, and that's the whole nature of our opinion videos. And we even talked to Mr. Goldie, and he realized that we meant no harm by our opinion videos. But then when Tiberius decided to go too far and decided to leak his IP and harm his actual life and put him in physical danger, that's when me and Goku decided to intervene.
and that's why on multiple of my private posts, I basically just told Tiberius to leave all my friends alone, don't talk to them ever again, and just don't get involved with any of the situations that they get into, because he was always sabotaging Mr. Goldie. And I realized when I was just thinking about it that Mr. Goldie is... General says that Mr. Goldie mainly starts drama, but he needs to realize that he's kind of the main core of the drama, because the reason why is because
there's this loop where he basically gets an image from one of Mr. Goldie's friends, or maybe one of his, and then Tiberius goes all radical on Goldie, gets his friends to turn on Goldie, then he uses those friends and basically attacks Goldie all at once with all these people who have turned against him and his friends. And he basically lied to me and Goku, trying to take us under his wing and trying to get us to help him with this little, radical scheme of his, which we didn't take any part in. But ultimately, he was in the cycle of, okay, I'm going to turn his friends against him, then we're going to attack him, and Goldie's going to fight back, and then it just goes into an endless loop. And guess what? This has been going on for 4 months, past the time of when I initially made the video on the drama.
Exactly. And I also have a few chats on General, and I'm going to be quoting what he said and where he kind of made his mistakes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say Rosie or Haley, whatever. I see you were in the chat. You look a little bit upset. I want to say we are not completely mad. I do agree. It's really bad that what you did to get us to attack, but you didn't do anything illegal necessarily, or get to land you in jail. Us. Please don't be very upset. I don't hate you for sure. You're still my friend and all that. Tiberius, though, I can't say the same.
I also have a few chats on General, and I will quote what he said. He said right here, "You should tell Mr. Goldie that I have his IP address and I will release it unless he's deleted his Google Plus account. I want to see both his YouTube channel and Google Plus account deleted, and tell him why it's serious. Of course, I'm not really going to release it. I'm going to put psychological pressure." He told him two messages, that he's doing too much and he's not helping. I'm not helping him into making him leave. And lots of people, he's telling me that he would be really, really happy, and that he's telling people that everyone will be happy, but I know not that much people won't. Goldie is some friends of some people that do not really want him to leave, and the fact that you just have right there doing like a serious situation, it's just stupid. And then I also have a few more messages here. He said right here, I told him that I want him to stop harassing my friends, and he said, yeah, but we cut Mr. Goldie bark, and guess what, that got us nothing. And I'm telling him right here, that didn't really get us nothing. It got us the real truth on what Mr. Goldie really is. Mr. Goldie, he doesn't really know what's going on, and he can't fight back because it's just one person. And General is causing all these people to turn on him, and it's just been going on for almost half a year. And then he also wrote another message saying, giving Mr. Goldie any more chances is no longer my option. He must leave. That's basically saying, he said right there, giving Mr. Goldie any more chances is no longer my option. That basically means that he's been forcing me and X King to do bad things. We don't cross our morals at all. When we see someone that does bad things, we make like one or two rants. Like we might make a post on Google Plus and then a rant video, and that's it. We don't do anything else. But right here, General Tiberius is crossing his own. Well, he doesn't really have a moral, because all he really cares about is just letting Mr. Goldie leave, and him saying it's his option. That's basically
And
meaning
all
that
he cares
he's
about is
holding.
making Mr. Goldie die.
Exactly,
Which we didn't
and
want.
hearing him say that.
You see, what we're trying to say is
Um,
that he wanted totally different objectives than what me and Goku wanted, and we wanted nothing of the sort that Tiberius wanted, and we're no longer friends with him because he could not control himself. He let his anger get the better of him, and now he made this thing from an opinion to a hate agenda.
And also, back to what I was saying, when he said basically it's no longer my option, it's kind of like he's just holding us by a chain. And it's like every time we want to escape, he's just always constantly saying, no, you're going to obey by what I say. And if
And
you don't
yanks us
do it,
back.
then. Exactly. And I told him that I'm not going to be on his side. And he said, a lot of people have given Mr. Goldie chances. It's time for him to pay the price. In fact, no, you never even given space for anyone to give Mr. Goldie a chance. All you've really constantly done is just send people pictures and private messages on Hangouts telling them all to, hate on Goldie, go against him. We don't need him here at all. And it's like, it's stupid because, Goldie is getting all this constant and mountainous amount of hate just because of General. And back to some of the messages I was reeling. He said, I also wrote these 3 messages. All you do is make people feel bad about themselves every day. I don't want to hear my friends talk about behind my back anymore. Leave them all alone. And the reason why I told him to leave all my friends alone is because he's constantly messaging about hating Goldie. And then General wrote this, that's because of Google's failures to getting the system together. And this kind of goes back on what he was constantly saying.
He's very hypocritical because he's part of the problem.
Exactly. And he also said, I'm sick of being used as a weapon for war, but he's using himself. He's making himself, he's using himself to, hate on Mr. Goldie. He's not really, making the situation better, or he's not being used as a weapon for war at all. And I also told him that I'm sick of him continuously wanting to Mr. Goldie to leave. And he said, it's already too late for Mr. Goldie. He has no choice but to leave now. And I basically wrote in capitals because I was really, really angry. I told him I said, no, stop. And I said that I'm done with it, with whatever he says. And I told him to leave all my friends alone. He told me why I'm defending Mr. Goldie because, we don't know what he's basically been through. I told him to not talk to my friends at all, and he told me that FNAF Fan 126 and everyone out there will be grateful that Mr. Goldie's gone, and everyone thinks that they're gonna thank General. No one's gonna thank General because number one, we never really got to know what he's really been through. We never really got to know what.
I will just to finish off my piece of the story. I just want to say that I would have never made my video. I would have never made my video if I had known that he had a broken leg, he was autistic, and could barely defend himself. I never, ever stood by Tiberius wanting to release his IP. I would never, ever stand by anybody wanting to do that and to make somebody get physically harmed. And the one wrong point I made in my video, which I will retract now, is the point I made where I said that he was using his grandmother as a victim card, which wasn't true. Talking to Goldie, he told us that it was true. His grandmother did die. So I thoroughly apologize to Mr. Goldie, and Goku did too. And basically, Tiberius tried, but there's no way that Goldie would want Tiberius in a call with him because after all the things he's done. But Tiberius tried to reach out to me and Goku and tried to tell us to say sorry for him. But honestly, I don't know if we should do it for him. We had to clean up his IP mess that he caused and drag us into why we're talking about this now. And I really think that he should have cleaned it up himself. think he really deserves for us to do the dirty work for him.
I do want to say, I've been getting this a lot from General. Whenever Goldie makes a video, I get this either a post or a hangout message from him saying, I want you to attack Mr. Goldie's new video and put dislikes on that.
Yeah, put
He'll
dislikes
tell,
on it.
and
I
he
get those
wants me
too.
to say, and he said, Mr. Goldie's video, tell everyone to put dislike. So he's basically trying to get us to attack Goldie's videos. Some that have nothing to do with anything and do nothing wrong. Some of them are just CSGO stuff.
And I'm also going to be coming back to some of the messages that I said. General Tiberius always goes on, about YouTube drama and Google Plus dying and everything like that. And then, let me go back to my Hangouts. He said right here, and I'm gonna quote it once again. I am done with the whole Mr. Goldie thing. This drama is stupid and is one of the reasons why Google Plus has become a big failure along with YouTube. And I'm standing here right now and realizing that he's being really, really hypocritical. And I wrote him right here. Then why do you continue it? He's basically saying that this is the main reason why sometimes YouTube and Google die, but he needs to understand that he needs to understand that General is the main part of this, because he goes on about it almost every day. Every time we talk about drama, he's like, YouTube is dying, YouTube is dead, this is gonna die, this is gonna die. You're kind of the main core of it, dude. You're saying everyone else is causing YouTube to die, and you need to realize that you're the main core of it, and you're the one causing it. And it's stupid because I know that Mr. Goldie had some good in him, but he was just always getting shit on by everyone else, and everyone just told him that they hate him. And I felt bad because all I had to do was just all really, Tiberius told me to do was just sit down and kind of just watch. That's basically from his whole entire expression and how he was talking. He basically just meant sit down, don't get involved, and just watch me. And the only thing that he really did was just constant hate, constant bullying. And going back to what I said earlier, he says YouTube is dying, yet really, says that drama is what causes YouTube and Google to die, but you're making it die yourself. Why would you continue it? Why would you go ahead and stand there and be hypocritical and go ahead and say, oh, YouTube is dying because of all this drama? You're the one bringing the drama to higher heights, and you're the one, making more drama happen. And, it kind of goes back to saying what X King said. X King said in one of our private chats, he always told us to, make fake accounts, being like, hey, dude, make an account that is named Mangle the Fox, and then go ahead and stalk Goldie for me. I don't want to stalk Goldie. I never wanted to do any of that from the start. All I really wanted to do was just, end the drama with Goldie. And, I'm just tired of so many people telling him be hated on. And it's like...
But basically what Goku's trying to say is that we're really, really sorry. And yes, we did actually go to the length of, reaching out to Goldie and saying sorry, as I said already. And I can't say it enough. Honestly, it's because of Tiberius why he lost his friends, why his IP address and his life is at danger, why his life is pretty much over, on social media, on YouTube, and physically, his personal life. Tiberius ruined it all. All we wanted to do was just do an opinion. And I'm sorry if I'm echoing because I have to be in my fucking garage because the rest of my family is being too obnoxiously loud. But anyway, what I'm saying is that it's basically Tiberius' fault for destroying Mr. Goldie's life altogether. But the only thing that I take responsibility for, and Goku takes responsibility for, and Marshall takes responsibility for, is not doing enough research to know more about him, like his autism, him being having a broken leg, and wrongfully saying that he's using his grandmother as a victim card when it was actually true. He did lose his grandmother. So I thoroughly apologize.
Yeah.
We all do.
Me too.
Yes.
I will say this, Goldie, if you are watching, I subscribed to your YouTube channel. I hope, and everyone who's watching this, to subscribe to Goldie. He actually makes some
And-
pretty good videos. I'm not gonna lie.
And please, if you do not have Goldie blocked, please, just see if you can unblock him, and please help him out. There's a lot of crap going on in his life, more than I have, and I'm
Yeah.
only 13 years old. I'm entering my teen years, and I
He's
haven't
been through
even.
a lot, and
And
he doesn't deserve to hate. And now
Exactly.
we're deciding to defend Mr. Goldie. And while I stick by my videos' points, and they are true, even though he is like that, he's not that bad at all as a guy. And I mean, Spyro was a million times worse. But Tiberius took a level 1 situation and made it a level 10 and over escalated the entire thing.
Yeah, if you don't know who
It's like,
Spyro is, I recommend
he
watching
pretty much
X-Com's
put it
video.
on blast. When Spyro was definitely a situation he should have cared more about because, as I said, Spyro was, somebody who makes little kids make porn for him, and so that way he can post it to his Tumblr. And he should have paid more attention to that, but no. He takes a small situation like Goldie and over escalates everything.
As I said, if you don't know anything about
It blows out of
Spyro,
proportion.
I recommend watching Excalibur's video. I haven't made any videos on Spyro. I meant to do it, but Excalibur makes really good points in that video. Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description sometime later today.
Yeah, and I also have a few more things to explain about Goldie. If you guys do not have him unblocked on sites such as Google Plus, Hangouts, or basically any social media site that he's on, please go out there and help him out. Exactly, because I was talking to him just last night, and he really is struggling to understand what is going on, and to process what he's actually going through, because he told it to me and Excalibur like in a voice call, and he had the voice, like he didn't understand what was going on. He needed help, and no one really gave him any help, because it was always Tiberius just butting into everything and just saying, hey, you know what, we should just go ahead and constantly hate on Goldie. And it's like, I felt so bad for him, because like every time I had to sit
we
down.
did drop it 4 months ago, but here's Tiberius going, oh, we need to keep hating, we need to keep on the hate train, and we didn't want any part of that, because we had a feeling that this kind of shit would have happened. And that's
We already have enough
where
hate
the
going on.
blame divides is our inability to understand like who he was before we made our videos, and that one wrong point I made was my personal flaw in this situation. But the rest of the situation is all Tiberius. 99.9% of this problem and why we're talking about it is Tiberius's fault. But I will also acknowledge that part of it is all of our faults as well. So I'm not just gonna use him as a scapegoat. I'm gonna explain that, I am responsible for what I did.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that I just kind of hate it, because mainly Tiberius kind of dragged me into this situation. I did some of the things that he did say. Exactly. I did some of the things that he did do, but then most of it I didn't really do. When he brought up about killing Goldie and stuff like that, it made me, feel really, really uncomfortable near Tiberius. And to be honest with you, I never really trusted him ever since I met him. Once I got into a group call with, X-King, and I heard about General. I mean, I never really trusted him from the start. Like, everything he talked about was just YouTube drama and everything like that. I never really trusted him. And this drama kind of started off at like night. It kind of started off when it was
It started off small,
like,
but then it got large because of Tiberius.
He actually did bring me.
He blew it out of proportion. Okay, that's what we have to definitely point out, is that he definitely blew it out of proportion.
Also, some people are asking to get in the chat because they want to apologize to Goldie, live as well.
We can do that about the end of the stream. I'll let people in.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were also debating before this stream that we were going to invite Goldie to the stream so you can hear him yourselves. But
I don't know if he's online. I might do it tomorrow.
Online, and we really wanted to talk about this, so we couldn't really make time to get Goldie in the call. So, you know, I wanted to mention, because I didn't mention this during one of Goku's points, but I feel like I'm obligated to show you guys the evidence in a post, and I'll put it in either Marshall's like comment section, or I'll give it to Marshall so he can put it in his description. But I am literally feeling like I am obligated to show you guys evidence to prove everything that we're talking about right now. And this has been weighing heavy on all of our shoulders for the last 3 days, and we just wanted to get it all out, put the facts out, and get everything set straight.
And to be honest with you, I never really hated Goldie from the start. How me and him basically met is that back then we did have a crush on FNAF and 126. We both did, and you know, we basically despised each other for such a long time until Mr. Goldie himself blocked me. And I didn't really mind if he blocked me or not, because then I just completely ignored him. But then once General Tiberius started bringing up drama about him, I started realizing that, you know, yes, if someone, I did see a comment in the live stream chat saying that he did make an apology, but then, guys, this is a really serious situation, because even after he said that he would stop, after the IP address situation, he told us, he told me specifically that he wanted me to tell Goldie that General had his IP address, and he wanted me to tell him to delete his Google Plus. And I told him repeatedly, no, I'm not going to do that. So basically, guys, what you guys are basically hearing me say, General is basically blackmailing me. He wants me to, you know, do what he says every time. And it's like, if I don't do it, me by the Chang and tells me to not, you know,
and
just...
Can I just mention this? I want to say this, Goku. But
yeah, go ahead.
General Tiberius asked me to basically... shit. There's an airplane going over the house. Hold on.
Oh, I don't really hear it, so you could just continue.
Well, basically, General Tiberius asked me to hack Mr. Goldie, and he at first sent me a video link to like somebody explaining like how to do it in a YouTube tutorial. And basically it required me to get a legal system called Linux, which is a well-known hacking system known by hackers. And I told him there's no way I'm downloading that, because when you do it, there's a chance that you can get flagged by the FBI, and I don't want FBI busting down my door and putting a gun to my head, because that's the scariest fucking thing you can experience.
Exactly, and so that's why I specifically said... And that's why I specifically said that I'm not going to be going under, you know, not Goldie's, General's, you know, commands anymore. Whatever he says, I don't care. Like, this is all true, guys. I'm not
followed what Tiberius did, because we knew that he was going too far.
And we are going to be posting...
And he crossed it. Let this be a lesson to everybody. Don't go too far.
We are going to be posting some evidence on our Google Pluses, but just remember this, guys, that, I mean, if you guys are friends with General, he's not really what you think he is. I'm being honest with you guys, because he's not really what you think. He harmed Mr. Goldie physically. He made everyone hate him, and, you know, it was just endless amounts of despair, and, you know,
and
it was about time that we decided to step up.
General Tiberius made him lose. Specifically, I'm regarding like FNAF Fan 126 and Haley. Yeah, those are some people he mentioned in the call with us that he can't get them to believe him or even become friends with him again. But hopefully, by telling the truth in this stream, we can get people to rekindle their friendship with Goldie, because what Tiberius did was wrong.
So,
and I know we shouldn't be apologizing for what Tiberius did, but honestly, Tiberius has a lot to answer for.
Yes. I just want to say, I don't know if you guys are, but FNAF Fan Mango Fox SFM, Haley the animatronic wolf. I don't care if any of you guys watch this right after the stream ends or while the stream is going on. Well, please unblock Goldie, and if you need some, if you want to find the culprit to blame Tiberius, because he was the main core that kind of started this drama. And also, I think we should add some of these people because they're constantly asking me to add them. But other than that, if you guys want to find someone to blame, it was mainly Tiberius, who kind of, took the drama to higher heights, and he was the one that, made it even worse.
And I even saw a few times he would just randomly contact FNAF fan. And I know FNAF fan, she would not want to deal with this crap. But General would go out of his way, comment on her post again about Goldie, and just saying some crap the FNAF fan's not worried about. FNAF fan's a big YouTuber. She has more things to worry about than that. I mean, sure, she doesn't upload much, but she still has friends or Rise videos to be in. Goldie's probably the least of her concern about that drama going on.
And sorry to interrupt, Marshall, but I just want to say, I just want to vent this because this might be a little bit separate to the issue, but I'll go right back on to the issue and let Marshall talk, the rest of his point. But I was just gonna say I want to use this as a vent to tell you guys how much and how annoying it was to be texted every half a second about Mr. Goldie and to be asked to do these terrible things. And at the same time, it was annoying every time he made these propaganda images, which weren't really propaganda images. They were violent threats to Mr. Goldie's life. They showed and displayed him killing Mr. Goldie.
Yeah. And you guys need to realize that what we're saying is literally true. Goldie does have autism, and Goldie does have a broken leg. And let me kind of break this down on what we kind of said earlier. I'm just going to break it down into pieces so some people can understand. General basically reveals an IP address, forcing one of his friends that he has to reveal his IP address, right? Now, you guys need to think about this. If some master, we do not know what's on Google+, so if some master hacker decides to make up a fake account and, says that they want to contact Goldie and probably meet up with him, guess what? Goldie is not going to know what's going on. People are going to blast his internet, blow up his internet, and he's not going to have any way to contact his friends because of the IP addresses out. Because we're kind of in a society where your IP address uses your location, and your location uses to connect to your internet. People are going to use that IP address, find his internet, and then blow up his internet so he has no way of contacting his friends or his family. And then guess what? A person breaks down his house, and guess what? Goldie has a broken leg. He's defenseless, number one. And the next thing you know, the criminal that breaks into his house beats him down, and he's not going to know what's going on because he has autism. And then guess what? They bash his head in, and that's it.
And guess what?
So you guys need to realize that.
You know what happens after that? Thanks to Tiberius, we're all going to jail. And all because we were fucked up. And here's the problem. I want to say this. I felt like we were to cover up for his IP address scandal, and he gave permission to one of his friends to not delete the IP until he had me hack Mr. Goldie and delete his YouTube and Google+. And by doing that, he's basically saying, hey, a retro gamer, you're allowed to keep this on Google+, where anybody can download the photo of his IP. Keep it there until I have King delete his Google+ and YouTube, which I wasn't going to do. So basically, I told Tiberius, no, that's not right. I want all of us to delete it. It's not going to be in anybody's possession. It's too powerful, and nobody should possess it. And basically, he said I was right. So it took him forever to do it. And then when just this morning, he announced that the final person, Retro Gamer, had finally deleted the IP. Then he said in a group call with me that he himself deleted the IP. So that's under control. And again, I will reiterate, I don't think he deserves for us to help him for his failure to see into the future of the ramifications and the punishment for what he's doing that's illegal. He should have handled it himself.
And also, guys, you need to realize that.
But he's lucky on this one.
But you guys need to realize that, Goldie is really going through tough times. And, with the broken leg that he has, it's hard for him to walk and it's hard for him to, move from place to place and do what he needs to do. And with him having, autism and everything, it's hard for him to process, what's going on because, what you guys really think of Goldie, the types of hate that you guys have for Goldie is not really what you guys think. He's just really, really upset because of General, making him this way. If it wasn't for General, constantly posting on people's posts, comments, and pictures about Mr. Goldie, about what Mr. Gold, just like one single thing that Mr. Goldie done, then he wouldn't really be in this.
If it weren't
exactly.
Tiberius, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Goldie's going through all this shit, broken leg, autism, and lots of stress, and a dead grandmother, no friends, and it's hard because no one's really understanding what he's thinking. Lots of people keep thinking that, as you said, in which that accusation was kind of wrong, he's not using his dead grandmother as a crutch or as the victim card. He really does have a dead grandmother, and he wants people to be able to talk to him and help him, but no one's really giving him help because Tiberius is just constantly spamming people, telling people to believe him. So everyone out there, if you guys are friends with Tiberius, you guys need to understand that Tiberius is not really the person that you think. He really does want Goldie to get killed. And, he may say some apologies at some times, but then right after the IP address situation, he went right back to saying that he wants Goldie's YouTube account and Google Plus account deleted. And he also went right back to saying that we should go ahead and make fake accounts so we can go ahead and strike Goldie and make him delete his account.
And he also went back to wanting him dead as well, which is something again,
exactly.
we don't want. But pretty much we've talked about everything. So, is there anything else that we need to go over?
Oh yeah, some people wanted to be added into the chat so they can say their apologies to Goldie. So,
and I will say this, General, what he's doing could have gotten me, Zero, and Goku in some serious trouble. Because Zero did make a video as well. He didn't make much, but I can understand. Yeah, Excalibur, Zero, Goku, we can all be in serious trouble. We could have gotten in serious trouble. Luckily, we aren't.
Because naturally, the police associate, like, if there's like an IP scandal going on, they're probably going to associate maybe our videos. They'll probably see it as like, well, we think that they'll associate it with it, and they'll think of our videos as bullying, and then they'll tie us in with Tiberius, and then, we're all going to go to jail because bullying actually does get people thrown in jail. And obviously, we voiced to Goldie that that's not our intent to bully, but Tiberius was a whole different story. He wanted to he went from opinion to bully, and that's not something that we ever wanted to do, and that's why we never did it. We never became the bullies, but he did. He became a monster. He became not like himself. And I let him know that what he was doing, he had to change. Otherwise, he was just going to be corrupted. And now I'm having a hard time staying his friend because he couldn't control himself, and I don't find any reason to stay his friend.
Me neither.
Earlier today, I did say that I'm not sure if I want to be your friend, but now I'm realizing that I don't qualify as a friend. Everything that he's done, basically it qualifies for him backstabbing us and basically lying to all three of us, and it could have gotten us all in trouble.
Well, for Zero
and
so, I'm just letting you know, Marshall, the people that wanted to be added into this little chat so they can say their apologies was Coombs Gaming 2, whatever her name is, and Marcus Jones.
Okay.
Those are they wanted to be added to say their apologies.
Yeah, I will give them in a second. I do want to finish what I was saying a minute ago. Basically, God, I can't speak. General would just try to bring us into the stupidest things, whether it be school, and you guys know I'm busy during school. If you've seen any of my update videos, you'll know I'm pretty busy in school. My friends in real life, if they see this, they know I'm busy in school. I'm busy as crap. I even barely have time to upload a video, much less even me. I don't even have much time to enjoy myself. General's always throwing stuff at me, whether it be school time and I'm busy. And in the Keemstar drama, I will go back to this. If you guys remember, I did do it was a long time ago, months ago, maybe a year ago or so now. I did the Keemstar rant video, 2 episodes of that. And that was because of General. So you can thank General for that little Keemstar rant. And then I later on found out Keemstar isn't that bad of a guy. All the things we were mentioning I was thrown to was past stuff Keem did. I listened to the podcast Keemstar was in. I watch his videos now. He does good videos, and he never meant any harm. And I even know myself, Keem regretted that, but General still got us to attack him. He made me attack him, and I even believe that nonsense. I wish I could apologize to Keem, but I can't because he doesn't even know me.
Also, by the way, Haley's in the live stream. She just changed her name to Rosie Vampire Girl, and she also wants to be added.
I've already done that for a while now.
Yeah, you want me to add them?
Sure.
You want me to add them now?
Go for it.
So, I added you guys 3 in the chat. If you guys want to say your apologies, go ahead while you can. Because, I mean, this is some serious situation that's going on, and we never meant for it to happen at all, but it's just stupid that Tiberius, kind of hanged us by a leash and just got him into his situation.
This has been weighing heavy
as a burden on our shoulders, and we kind of felt like there was nothing, because Goldie kind of put in a grim kind of sense, saying there's nothing that we can do to get his friends back because they won't believe him, and Tiberius will just keep hating on him. And I can understand where he's coming from and sympathize, but I'm not going to go into my personal issues. I'm just going to say I can actually sympathize with Goldie because I've had similar life experience with some of the things that he went through, and I feel so bad, and we all do. But yeah, we're just gonna finish this off with having the added people basically.
Okay, what's going on?
And I'm sure Zero never told us. I didn't really hear any Zero from the. I didn't hear anything from.
We're just having the added people.
There's something wrong.
Say I can tell you sorry.
This. I'm sure Zero feels just as bad.
We are still talking, so just wait till we're done to say your apologies.
I promise you, I'm sure. Just because we didn't have Zero in the stream, because his time is totally different than ours. He's in a different time zone. Well, right now it is a legit night for Zero, and he's probably not even awake. But I can tell you this: if Zero's here, I'm sure he'd feel just as bad as the 3 of us do about all this.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll shut my big gap now, so others can talk.
So, guys, say your apologies now because this is kind of a serious situation.
Yeah, anything else
and
you
please,
want to say, go for it.
And please, whoever has that background noise on, please turn it off.
Yeah, we have enough of that with Cat Lover in our calls.
So Marcus,
that's a story for another day, you guys. You'll hear it in the live streams, trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna
say your...
I'm sorry, Mr. Goldie. I'm sorry for everything I've done. It's just what you did to me last time. That was very hurtful. That's terrible. But everything done back to you, I'm very sorry. Okay, listen now.
Did
I hurt?
Huh?
I hope he's okay. I hope he'll be fine.
Also, I did not add Mr. Goldie. Wait.
We can add Mr. Goldie, but we don't know if he's even online. As far as I know, he's not.
Did not block him.
Marcus and Kuma,
I just apologize.
Can you please say your apologies?
Because this is something that should be taken seriously.
I didn't apologize. I'll say it again.
Also apologize.
Like, if you guys have ever done anything bad to him, then please, apologize, because this is something serious.
I'll be linking his YouTube and Google and any social media I can find of his in the description below. If I can find any of them, I'm sure he has something.
Yeah, but I heard Marcus say his apology. And
Yeah.
I haven't heard from Coom yet. So Coom, if you want to
So, Coom,
say you're sorry. If you've done any
for what?
transgressions against Mr. Goldie.
Couldn't have anything to do with this.
I hope he'll be fine because I just
Alright,
really
alright.
think he'll be. Because Goldie didn't want this hate or anything. So please.
Why General?
Mr. Goody, I hope
Why
you're
General?
okay.
Because
We don't know.
General just took it seriously. He got us all into this little chain, and we couldn't escape. And as I said, like in our chat, he said it's not his. He needs to choose it by his options, basically. So he
Please
just basically
don't
helped
hate
us.
His
Goldie.
options?
Anybody in his chat.
General basically
They
led us
do
down a
not
lane of deceit
hate
and tried to
Goldie.
deceive us, and we caught on to it. And it's a good thing we did. But all in all, I think we've had everybody.
General's in the chat, guys. General's in the chat.
Okay.
What?
He's in the YouTube chat. Now. Well, I mean,
no.
I guess we can just end it here. He can watch the video himself, and we'll
Yeah.
talk to him later. So yeah,
Yeah.
just end the live stream, Marshall, and
Does
everything.
anyone else have anything to say, by the way, before
What
we
else
end
can
this?
do?
I really hope Mr. Goody helped me. Apologize. I
But
really
yeah.
apologize.
I'll make sure
I
I'll
guess
show
that
Goldie
is
the
it.
video tomorrow when I can get to him. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I might do a recap video or something later on.
I
Kind of
might do
recap
one
all
a
this in my
separate
own
video on my
words.
channel too.
It might just be a
Yeah.
regular PF2, some horrible commentary thing.
I hope,
Goldie
That's
is
all
a
I can really
good
think about
I
when
hope,
I
I hope
these
Mr. Gold
videos.
will be okay.
Well,
So
don't worry.
yeah, he will be.
You know, we're trying to get him back on track. We're trying to help him out, and you know.
hackers
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
yeah,
help
make
him
it
until he
let's
does.
just end this.
Yeah, and we can forget this nonsense with drama.
Just talk
Bye.
to myself.
Thank you
I
guys
don't
so
know.
much for watching, and I hope that everybody, listened to everything we had to say and took our apologies very seriously. And we just hope that we could sort out this entire mess. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And peace
Here
out.
it is, people, in the the exact outro I do on my videos, by the way. Thank you. Thanks for watching, first off. Subscribe to anyone here who has a YouTube channel like Tiberius, Goku. They have, Tiberius, god dang it, Excalibur, and Goku do have YouTube channels if you want to go check that out. Pretty easy to find them, to be honest. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all in my next video. Peace out. I thought you were going to say bye at the end. Okay.